So my name's Cath from Bellhouse and I'm a recruitment manager for the In-Collection group. Okay, so we're pubs with rooms. I was lucky enough to open a site in Blythe 6 years ago and I was site number 7 and now we've got 31. So we're rapidly expanding and we're quality. We do quality food, quality pub grub and we look after people really well. I've had 30 years in hospitality. I studied a postgrad in hospitality management, thought I'm never going to use this. Learned to drink well, which is brilliant for the In-Collection group as well, to know that you can drink properly. I started off, I ran a site in Durham as a restaurant manager, and then I went into hotels, so I'd never worked in hotels, worked for Stackers, worked for Hilton, then moved up to the Copthorne as operations manager in Newcastle, worked for the same guy for 15 years. We opened a couple of coffee shops together on the quayside and in Gosforth. And then I worked for Pizza Express, ran a brilliant site in the Metro Centre as it was then, did a bit of area management for them, and then came across the In-Collection because of my boss really at the time. Opened the site in Blythe. Absolutely loved every second of it. One of the best jobs I think I've ever had. All the camaraderie, working for a group of like-minded people, that's the thing that got me every single time. And then decided, I don't know whether it was an age thing, I thought I'd have a go at recruitment because I'd been recruiting for 30 years. So again, struck lucky I think, and managed to now be the full-time recruitment manager for the group. I've been doing it for a year and a half and I have to tell you, it is my absolute dream job. Working with a group of people I love, working for a company that supports its team, has fantastic values and it's a good laugh, it's fun. And so definitely my dream job, definitely. Because they are what I am, because they repeatedly perform and work with people and see you for what you are and encourage you to be yourself. And the example I always give when I'm speaking to potential candidates, so our MD, he was my boss when I opened the Commissioners. So Sean was my boss. When we opened, we were way busier than we ever thought we were going to be. He did 2 weeks work in my kitchen. That's the sort of guy he is. And then last year, we did a clay pigeon shoot. So by this time, he's the MD. And it was really good fun. We did it in Bywell and I thought it was fab. I didn't think I could clay pigeon shoot, but I absolutely nailed it. And I was dead chuffed with myself. And he served on the bar all day. So he's what we are. The people that work with him are just so like-minded and they continue to be so. So it's not just like a snapshot or that was a really good day. It's continuous. So if there's ever a reason to want to get out of bed on a morning, to work with brilliant people, to look for talent, to work in our amazing pubs, then that's why that's why it's a truism for me. I worked at Pizza Express for a guy. Well, he walked into my life as the new operations manager. So we're sitting talking and I'm saying to him, if you're the same as you are today, moving forward, we're going to get on really well, which he reminds me of to this day. And I thought, Liddell, that's an unusual surname. I said, do you know Keith Liddell? He said, well, that's my dad. So Keith, I knew from my Copthorne days, but he's the guy behind the In-Collection. So once I'd done the work for Chris at the time, and it was getting to a point at the Metro Centre where lots of other sites were opening, there wasn't really any movement for me in the group. He just said, my dad wants you to open Blythe. And it was as simple as that. That is how it was born. So we met up with him and I opened the Commissioner's Key in Blythe. So I was there and then Chris asked me if I wanted to go back to Pizza Express to do some area management. I'd never done that before. So I said, yeah. Desperately sad to leave the Blythe site, but excited about doing something more multi-site because I'd never done it before. And I think, well, I know if I hadn't have taken that dip out, I'd never been able to come back in the role that I'm in now. I had a period of time where I thought, okay, Catherine, come on, you're getting old a bit here. Are you going to be an operator your entire life as much as you love it? And I thought, it was around the pandemic time, I thought, why don't I do recruitment? I've been recruiting for 30 years, why don't I give it a go? So that's when I went into recruitment, and then as a result of that, then I found the road back to Sean, and that's why I'm here. Meeting different people all the time, but people that I can really see into them. I don't know what it is. I have to smile at myself sometimes. I said to my husband, I'm part of the people team. So I've always been an operator. And Tim said, Catherine, what have you always said you love the most about everything that you do? I said, people. He said, well, there you go. So I can't remember what the question was now. I went off on a tangent as a standard. Right, okay. So the fact that I have the opportunity to meet loads of people, work with all our general managers, which I love. I know what they're going through, I know what they're doing, I know what every role is because I've recruited for them, I've run a site with them, and I get to attract talent, and that's the biggest thing for me. I get the opportunity to put talent in front of the general managers and to make them part of the group because I can passionately sell the pubs because that's what I did and that's what I loved. So I think that people can see that in us, and that's got to be a bit of an attraction piece as well. Well, they should see it in us anyway. Because they're going to make such a big difference to the general manager, to themselves and to the site. So we can promote people's career pathways, we can give them a job for life. So I really feel like we can offer them such a massive opportunity, and I need to get it right because I don't want to be giving general managers another headache of thinking this person's going to work, this person isn't going to work. I know the people that are going to work, and granted then it's down to them and down to the general manager to agree to that. But I just think that because I know the trade, because I've always been in it, then I know what I'm looking for in that person, and that helps the general manager get the right people. So we've got a learning and development manager now. We do inductions, we do disciplinary courses, we do leadership courses, we discuss the making people happy. We land that with all of the new guys as well. And we offer a career pathway. So we've got so many examples of people that have been kitchen porter up to head chef, housekeeper to general manager, assistant manager to general manager, assistant manager to reservations manager. There's so many different pathways, and because we're expanding, then there's a relocation piece then as well. So you get the opportunity to experience a different site in a different location. I always look for good attitudes and I look for a smile, because what I think is, however a potential candidate comes across to me, that's what our customers are going to see. So that initial instant meet and how they make me feel is exactly how they're going to make our customers feel. Once we'd opened the commissioners, and it was really hard work, we had a Christmas do, and I remember a picture that was taken of the whole team, and I could have cried my eyes out looking at it, because all those guys on that picture with me had done everything they possibly could to make that place a success, and that was a real feel good. I was just so proud of them and what they'd done and the growth that they'd gone up to. And now look, 3 of the girls that work with me, they're all general managers for the group now, and that's just like such a proud moment. But that isn't about me, and they'll say, well, it all started with you, Cath. Well, it might have started with us, but if you hadn't have done what you've done and given what you've given and been the person you are, then you're responsible for your destiny, and you're the one that's made it happen, is what I think. Another fond memory, I have loads of fond memories. I've had fond memories this week. I've been into sites, I've seen people that we've recruited, I've seen them work and happy, smiling. I've seen projects that I've put together, and I've seen how it just, I don't even know whether organic is the right word, but it grows. So it's, you know, you might just be thinking you're going to be recruiting somebody for a certain role, but then they pivot to another one, and then they're loving what they're doing, and you just see them in situ. That's what I love the best. And with the general managers really supporting them, they're being really happy in the jobs that they're doing, and the smile, and that makes me really happy. That gives me a real, it's working, that's great, I can see it in action, and then I think that I'm proud of what we can achieve together. That's what I think.